Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Larks Park here in Hays, Kansas. Larks are finally back home after a 7-day, 8-game road trip. They are back home tonight to face the Batcats of Great Bend. The Larks enter tonight's contest with a record of 17-8 overall, 17-7 in the Jayhawk League, while the Batcats are 13-13 overall. The Larks currently sit in a tie for second place in the league. They are tied with Dodge City, 2 games behind the BJs of Liberal. Peyton Battenfield making the start for the Larks tonight. He comes in with a record of 2-1. He's thrown 15 2/3 innings and has an ERA of 7.47. Mikey Gangwish is behind the plate tonight, running through the infield from left to right. Jacob Boston at third base, Trey Ochoa at short, Jonathan Soberanis at second, and Alex Weiss plays first base. Clayton Raspberry in left field, Clayton Harp in center, and Trevor Boone in right. We are just about ready here from Larks Park. 88 degrees. First pitch will be at 7:02 p.m. Leading off tonight for the Batcats, the center fielder, number 8, Mateo Zuniga. Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Battenfield. It is low, and it's 1-0. Larks went 6-2 on the road trip, a pretty good trip for Hays. Here comes the 1-0. That one misses outside, and 2 balls and no strikes to the Batcats' leadoff hitter. There's a fastball that catches the corner from Peyton. First strike of the night. Here comes the 2-1. Off speed gets Zuniga out in front, and it's 2-2. Battenfield works himself back into the count. There comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss. Zuniga is down on strikes, and there is the first out of the evening. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the second baseman, number 7, Peyton Barnes. We'll dig in on the right side of the plate. Here comes the first pitch from Peyton Battenfield. Fouled off to the right and out of play. And it is 0-1. It's good to be back home. I actually have a booth again up here in the press box. Spent the last week out in the wind and the heat and all papers flying everywhere. And we are back in the friendly confines of Larks Park. Here comes the 0-1. That one is in there, and it is quickly 0-2 on the Batcats' second baseman. Peyton gets a sign from Gangwish. Out of the windup, here comes the 0-2. Outside fastball, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. The 0-2 misses away. The 1-2 misses away again, and Barnes is even 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 from Battenfield, line into left field over Jacob Boston. That will be down for a base hit. Cut off by Raspberry and throw to second base. And Soberanis cannot field on the hop, and Peyton Barnes is on second base with a 1-out double for the Batcats. So Barnes will be on second base. Coming to the plate now for Great Bend, the left fielder, number 14, Corrigan Bartlett. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball outside corner. It is 0-1. Barnes leads from second base. Peyton is set. Here comes the 0-1. That one is outside. Gets past the catcher Gangwish, and Barnes advances to third base on the passed ball. So the Larks a little sloppy here to start the game. They finished up in Derby on Sunday just as sloppy. Not a good carryover here in the first inning for Hayes. Battenfield is ready. Here comes the 1-1 to Bartlett. Ground ball to the left side. Ochoa Fields throws to first in time. That will bring a run across for Great Bend, and it is 1-0 Batcats as Bartlett is retired for the second out of the inning. Team. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the first baseman, number 21, Hunter Romero. Nobody on. 2 outs for Larks. Here comes the first pitch. Ground ball foul to the left. The 0-1 from Battenfield. Outside corner, and it is quickly 0-2 on Romero. Here comes the 0-2. Ground ball fouled again past the Great Bend third base coach, and we will do it again at 0-2. The 0-2 once again. That one is high. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 in the turf, and it is 2-2. The 2-2 from Battenfield fouled off back to the screen, and we will hang tight at 2-2. Larks in their blue jerseys with camo sleeves and white pants tonight. Larks in white numerals across the front. Here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed by Romero. And the top of the first is over. The Batcats score 1 run on 1 hit, no Larks errors, and they leave nobody on base. We're through a half inning here at Larks Park. Batcats 1, Larks coming to bat. And we are back here at Larks Park, ready for the bottom of the first inning. The starting pitcher for the Batcats tonight will be number 32, Taylor Langston, out of Barton County Community College down by Great Bend. Leadoff hitter for the Larks tonight will be the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Here comes the first pitch of the evening from Langston, right down the middle, and it's 0-1. A very good crowd here on Tuesday, the 4th of July. First game in 35 years that the Larks have played at home on the 4th of July, as Langston's second pitch misses low, and it's 1-1. So a very rare occurrence here tonight at Larks Park. Here comes the 1-1. That one is down as well, and Soberanis is ahead 2-1 in the count. Larks looking for some offense tonight. Offense has been very stagnant the last few games. Trevor Boone has been the offense, has driven in the only 4 runs in the last 2 games for the Larks, 2 on the second game on Saturday and 2 on Sunday. Boone is responsible for all 4 of them. So looking to get the offense moving again here for the Larks, as Soberanis squares to bunt, will take a strike, and it is now full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So Soberanis digs back in. We'll see the payoff pitch from Taylor Langston. Lined right to the first baseman, Romero, who makes the play, and there's 1 down here in the bottom of the first. Coming to the plate for the Larks, the center fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp. Clayton Harp comes in hitting 182 so far on the summer. Here comes the first pitch to the lefty, outside corner, and it's 0-1. Harp has driven in 7 home runs, or 7 RBI, 7 runs, has 1 home run. It was a grand slam in OKC last week. The second pitch is swung on and missed by Harp, and it is quickly 0-2 on the Larks center fielder. Langston out of the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Strike 3 called right down the middle, and Harp is retired on 3 pitches. There are 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. Coming to the plate, the designated hitter, number 24, Colin Simpson. Simpson will dig in on the left-handed side. He has been a hitting machine the last week or so. Here comes the first pitch to Simpson. He fouls it up and back out of play, and it is 0-1. He leads the team in batting average at .456, has 7 home runs, and has driven in a team-high 25. Here comes the 0-1 from Langston. That one is a bit outside, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 to Simpson. Swung on and missed, and it is 1-2. The Larks will be at home tonight. They will play a doubleheader in Great Bend tomorrow night at 6 p.m., and they will be back home to finish the series with a single game on Thursday night against the Batcats. So a 4-game series split home and road. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is the inning. Larks score no runs on no hits, no Batcat errors, and there's nobody left on base. We are through 1 inning here at Larks Park. Great Bend 1, Hayes nothing. And we're back here at Larks Park, top of the second inning. Peyton Battenfield back to the mound for the Larks. Leading off for Great Bend, the right fielder, number 28, Jordan Wilkerson. Steps in on the right side. Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Battenfield. Strike number 1. The 0-1 chopped over Battenfield, cut off by Ochoa. The throw. Weiss keeps his foot on the bag. A nice play by Alex, and there is one down here in the top of the second inning. Coming to the plate now for Great Bend, the designated hitter, number 11, Brennan Fontenot. Fontenot, a lefty hitter out of Spring Hill College. Comes the first pitch from Battenfield. Fastball on the corner, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Peyton. That one misses away, and there is a ball and a strike. The 1-1 again is a little bit away. And there are 2 balls and a strike to Fontenot. Time is called by the hitter, who will step out, take a moment, is back in, and we are ready for play. Here comes the 2-1. That one is high, and Fontenot is ahead 3-1 in the count. Comes the 3-1 from Battenfield. Fastball on the corner, a nice pitch, and Peyton has worked the count full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Ground ball to the second baseman, Soberanis to his right. Fields throws to Weiss in time, and there are 2 down here in the second inning. To the plate now for the Batcats, the catcher, number 10, Brooks Asher. Asher, a freshman out of the University of Kansas. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield. Strike number 1 on the outside corner. So Peyton looking for a quick 1-2-3 inning here in the second. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one as well catches the outside corner. Peyton painting the edges here so far tonight, and he is ahead 0-2 on Asher. Here comes the pitch, lined foul to the right and out of play, and we will hang tight at 0-2. The 0-2 once again. Swung on and missed. And the Batcats are retired in the second. No runs, no hits, no Larks errors, and nobody left on base. After an inning and a half here at Larks Park, Batcats 1, Larks nothing. And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the second inning. Taylor Langston back to the mound for the Batcats. Trevor Boone will lead it off for the Larks here in the second inning, batting in the 4-hole tonight. He digs in. We are ready for the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. A little bit inside, and it is 1-0. Trevor has been on a tear lately. He has been the Larks offense in the last 2 contests. Here comes the 1-0 to Trevor. Off his hands to the second baseman Barnes, who fields and throws in time. And Trevor Boone is out number 1 here in the second inning. Larks have yet to get a ball out of the infield here tonight. Langston doing a good job of missing barrels here so far in the early going. Clayton Raspberry will step in and be the Larks hitter with 1 down. And on the left-handed side, here comes the first pitch from Taylor Langston. Fastball right down the middle. And it's 0-1. Comes the 0-1 Clayton. That one is low. And it is a ball and a strike to the Larks left fielder. Clayton comes in hitting .355, 4 home runs, 20 driven in. So a good summer so far for Raspberry. Here comes the pitch. That one is in there on the corner, and there is a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 to Clayton. Grounded foul past third base, and we remain at 1-2. Comes the 1-2 again from Langston. Line right at the first baseman. It is caught by Romero, and there are 2 down here in the second inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the first baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss. Weiss hitting .178 so far this summer. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Weiss. Swung on and missed. He is behind Langston's fastball, and it is quickly 0-2. The 0-2 to Alex Weiss. Outside is the fastball, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Curveball stays up, and it is 2-2. That one is grounded to the first baseman, and that will retire the side. 6 up, 6 down for Taylor Langston. And the Larks are done in the second. We are through 2 innings here tonight at Larks Park. 1-0 Batcats. And we are back here at Larks Park. Peyton Battenfield back to the mound. He will face 8-9-1, leading off the third baseman, number 23, Brandon Bacher. Bacher takes the first pitch. Not quite sure. That one is outside, and I believe it is 2-0 on Bacher. Here comes the 2-0 from Battenfield. Ground ball up the middle. That is through into center field, and that is a leadoff single for the Batcats' third baseman. Coming to the plate, the shortstop, number 3, Dawson Pomeroy. Man on, nobody out here in the third for the Batcats as Pomeroy digs in on the left side. Pomeroy as well attends Barton Community College. Here comes the first pitch outside from Battenfield, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 from Peyton. That one catches the inside corner, and there's a ball and a strike. Looking for a ground ball here. Maybe the Larks middle infield can roll it up and get two. As Battenfield is set. Here comes the pitch. Pomeroy drops to bunt. He gets it down. Gangwich Fields throws to second in time, and the Larks will get the lead runner at second base. There's one down. Coming to the plate for the Batcats, the top of the batting order, center fielder Mateo Zuniga. Zuniga struck out swinging in his first at-bat. The first pitch from Battenfield is outside, and it's 1-0. Pomeroy leads from first base. Battenfield gives him a look, comes set, and here comes the 0-1. The 0-1 is on the outside corner, and it is quickly 0-2 on Zuniga. The runner goes. That one is in time, and Mikey Gangwish guns down Dawson Pomeroy, and there are two outs here in the top of the third. Comes the pitch from Battenfield. Ground ball to Weiss at first. Battenfield covers the flip in time, and that is the inning. In the top of the third for Great Bend, they score no runs on one base hit, no Larks errors, and there is nobody left on base. We are through 2.5 innings here at Larks Park. Batcats 1, Larks nothing. Welcome back to Larks Park here in Hayes, bottom of the third inning. Taylor Langston back to the mound for the Batcats. 7-8-9 due up at the plate for the Larks. Mikey Gangwish will lead it off. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Fouled straight back into the netting, and it's 0-1 on the Larks catcher. Larks still looking for their first hit of the contest. Langston has retired the first 6 batters of the evening. Larks have not gotten a ball out of the infield yet tonight either. A couple of soft lineouts to the first baseman, a couple strikeouts. That's about it for the Larks here in the early going. Here comes the 0-1 to Mikey. Swung on and missed, and it is quickly 0-2. Mikey enters hitting .415 so far this summer. Here comes the 0-2. Fouled to the left and out of play. And will hang at 1-2. Comes the pitch from Langston. In the dirt, and there is the second ball. 2-2 count to Gangwish as he steps back in on the left-handed side. Here comes the pitch. Line up the middle. Cut off by the second baseman, or the shortstop Pomeroy. The throw to first is in time, and Mikey Gangwish is out number 1 here in the bottom of the third. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, number 16, Jacob Boston. Here comes the first pitch to Boston. Squares to bunt, gets it down. Langston covers, throws in time, and there are 2 down here in the bottom of the third. Hitting for the Larks will be the shortstop, number 2, Trey Ochoa. Ochoa bats .182 so far this season. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Strike number 1 on the outside corner. The 0-1 is in the turf, and we're even at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 catches the corner on the inside, and Langston is ahead of ball and 2 strikes. Ochoa is back in, ready for the 1-2 from Taylor Langston. Fouled off to the left and out of play. And we'll do it again at a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 again to Ochoa. Ground ball foul to the right. And another 1-2 from Langston. Line into right center field. That is down for a base hit. Ochoa will round first and put on the brakes. The first Larks base runner of the evening is aboard. Will bring to the plate the top of the Larks batting order, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Jonathan Diggs in on the right side. Ochoa leads from first base. Langston has his sign. Here comes the first pitch. That one is high, and it's 1-0. The 1-0 to Soberanis is fouled back and out of play. And there's a ball and a strike. Comes the 1-1 to Soberanis. There goes Ochoa. Curveball is in there for a strike. But Trey is safe at second base. That is a stolen base for the Larks. Shortstop. And Langston is ahead 1-2 on Soberanis here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third. Larks with a runner in scoring position. Giving themselves a chance here if Soberanis can put one in the outfield. Here comes the 1-2 from Langston. Curveball grounded to the shortstop Pomeroy. He fields, throws across, a low pass, the first baseman Romero. Ochoa is in to score easily. Soberanis will slide safely into second base, and it is 1-1 on a throwing error by the shortstop Dawson Pomeroy. So the Larks with a little bit of good fortune. There in the third, they even the score at 1 as Soberanis advances to second base. The hitter for the Larks will be the center fielder, Clayton Harp. Soberanis leads from second base, and now time is called by home plate umpire Randy Jordan. Langston is ready. Here comes the first pitch to Harp. Popped up very high in the infield. The first baseman Romero makes the call and the catch, and the inning is over. For the Larks in the bottom of the third, they score 1 run on 1 hit, 1 grape end error, and they leave 1 man on. We are through 3 complete innings here at Larks Park. We are knotted up at 1. And we are back here, top of the 4th inning. Peyton Battenfield back to the mound for the Larks. Peyton Barnes, the hitter for the Batcats, as the first pitch is in the turf for ball number 1. Barnes doubled and scored in the first inning for Great Bend. A 1-0 count here as Battenfield gets a sign from Gangwish. Here comes the second pitch. Just a bit outside, and it is 2-0. There comes the 2-0 from Battenfield. Swung on and missed by Barnes. And there are 2 balls and a strike. Comes the 2-1. That one is outside, and there are 3 balls and a strike to the leadoff hitter, Barnes. Comes the 3-1. Fouled off his ankle, and the count is full. Here comes the full count pitch, fouled straight back, and we will do it again at 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch once again from Peyton Battenfield. Curveball drops in, strike 3 called, and Peyton Barnes is down on strikes and is out number 1 here in the 4th. Corrigan Bartlett will step into the box and be the hitter now for the Batcats. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield. Popped up in the infield, back behind. Gangwich on his way back, makes the play, and there are 2 men out here in the 4th inning. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the first baseman, number 21, Hunter Romero. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield, inside corner, and it's 0-1 on Romero. The 0-1 is fouled off. And it is quickly 0-2 on Hunter Romero. The 0-2 fouled up and out of play to the right, and we will hang tight at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 again, fouled straight back. Romero is in. Here comes the 0-2 again from Battenfield. Strike 3 called, and the Batcats are down in order in the 4th. Peyton Battenfield has retired 11 straight hitters as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Batcats and Larks tied at 1. And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the fourth inning. 3-4-5 due up for the Larks. The leading off, the designated hitter number 24, Colin Simpson. Simpson 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the first. Taylor Langston back to the mound for the Batcats. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. Fly ball left field on his run. Bartlett over. It will hang up just enough as Bartlett makes the play at the warning track, and there is one down in the fourth. Coming to the plate for the Larks, the right fielder, number 35, Trevor Boone. Trevor 0 for 1, grounded to the second baseman in the second inning. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Curveball swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Boone. Another curveball. That one just stays in, and there's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off straight down to the catcher, and there's a ball and two strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Swing and a miss. The catcher, Asher, will throw down to first to complete the strikeout, and there are two down here in the fourth. Coming to the plate for the Larks, the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Clayton is also 0 for 1, lined out to the first baseman in the second inning. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Outside corner, and it's 0-1. The 0-1 is in the turf, and there's a ball and a strike to Raspberry. Here comes the pitch from Langston. Ground ball up the middle, past a diving Barnes into center field. That is a two-out base hit for Clayton Raspberry. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the first baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss. So the Larks get a two-out base hit. It turned into a run back in the third inning. Let's see if they can make any noise here in the fourth. Raspberry leads from first. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Curveball that stays up, and it's 1-0. Comes the 1-0 to Weiss. That one is a fastball, and that one stays up as well, and it is 2-0. Here comes the 2-0 from Langston to Weiss. Fastball is popped foul to the right. That one will get out of play. And it is a 2-1 count to the Larks' first baseman. Comes the 2-1. There goes the runner, Raspberry, lined into left field. That's a base hit. Raspberry will round second. He will put on the brakes. And the Larks have 2 on with 2 out here in the 4th inning. So back-to-back singles for the Larks here with 2 outs. And they have something working here in the 4th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the catcher, number 18, Mikey Gangwish. That will issue a visit to the mound for the Batcats as the entire infield will join the coach. And they disperse on the mound, and Mikey Gangwish will step to the plate here, looking to drive in a run and give the Larks the lead here in the bottom of the 4th. Langston gets his sign from Asher, is set. Here comes the first pitch to Gangwish. He squares to bunt. It goes over the backstop and into the crowd. Caught on one hop. And it's 0-1 to Mikey. Not quite sure why he would square to bunt there with 2 outs. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Langston. That one is a fastball that stays away, and there's a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 from Langston, lined into center field. Zuniga is on his way back, has it played, and makes the catch, and that is the inning. In the bottom of the 4th for the Larks, no runs on 2 hits, no Great Bend errors, and they leave 2 men aboard. We are through 4 complete here at Larks Park. Larks and Batcats still tied at 1. And we're back at Larks Park, top of the 5th inning. Peyton Battenfield back to the mound for the Larks, has retired 11 straight Batcats. 5, 6, and 7 due up for Great Bend here in the 5th. The leadoff hitter, number 28, the right fielder, Jordan Wilkerson. First pitch from Battenfield is in there for strike number 1. The 0-1, Wilkerson swings and misses, and it is quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 from Battenfield. Just a bit downstairs, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Broken bat, fielded by Boston coming in. The throw across in time. And there's 1 down here in the top of the 5th. 12 straight retired for Peyton Battenfield. As the designated hitter, Brennan Fontenot, makes his way to the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight, grounded to Soberanis at second, back in the 2nd. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield. Into center field, Ochoa is out, will make the play, and there are 2 down in the 5th. Coming to the plate for the Batcats, the catcher, number 10, Brooks Asher. Asher 0 for 1, struck out swinging in the top of the 2nd. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield, line into center field, right at Harp, who will not get there. And that is a 2-out single for the catcher, Brooks Asher. To the plate, the third baseman, number 23, Brandon Bacher. As Asher leads from first, here comes the first pitch to Bacher. Fastball stays up, and it's 1-0. Under Boston's glove, and that is going to be a base hit for, as he tries to go to second base. He will be in there. That's going to be a double for Brandon Bacher, who is now 2 for 2 on the day, and there are runners at second and third with 2 outs here in the 5th. Dawson Pomeroy will make his way to the plate here. Runners on second and third here for the Batcats. First pitch. Strike number 1 on a curveball that drops into the zone. So Battenfield had retired 13 in a row, had retired the first 2 of the 5th, and then a single followed by a double has the Batcats threatening here in the 5th. Here comes the 0-1 to Pomeroy. That one catches the inside corner, and it is 0-2 on the Great Bend shortstop. Peyton gets his sign from Mikey Gangwish. He is set. Here comes the 0-2. Fly ball into left field, down the line. That one drops in foul territory, and the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. So Battenfield looking to work out of a little bit of a jam here in the top of the 5th inning. Here comes the 0-2 again, fouled straight back to the net, and it remains 0-2. The 0-2 once again. Swung on and missed. Pomeroy is down on strikes, and Great Bend is done in the 5th. No runs on 2 hits. No Larks errors, and the Batcats leave 2 men on base. After 4.5 innings here at Larks Park, Batcats and Larks still tied at 1. And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 5th. Taylor Langston back to the mound for the Batcats. 8-9-1 due up for the Larks, leading off the third baseman, Jacob Boston. Boston 0 for 1 here so far tonight. Came into the game hitting 182 for the summer. Here comes the first pitch from Taylor Langston. Curveball fouled back to the netting, and it is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 to Boston. Swings through a high fastball, and it is quickly 0-2 on the Larks' third baseman. Langston is ready out of the windup. Here comes the 0-2. Fouled off, and Jacob will stay alive. Here comes the 0-2 again. Outside, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 to Boston. Curveball just high. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. That one was very close to the top part of the zone. Here comes the 2-2 from Langston. Fouled straight back, and we will do it again at 2-2. Here comes another 2-2 pitch from Taylor Langston. Ground ball into left field. A leadoff base hit for Jacob Boston. Will bring to the plate the shortstop, number 2, Trey Ochoa. Ochoa 1 for 1 tonight, singled into right center back in the third. As Boston takes his lead from first, the switch hitter Ochoa squares to bunt, gets it down. Boston got a late start at first, but the only play will be to first as Ochoa sacrifices Boston to second base, and there's 1 down here in the 5th. Coming to the plate is the top of the Larks batting order, the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Jonathan is 0 for 2 tonight, reached in the third thanks to a throwing error by the Batcats shortstop. He steps in with a runner on second base with one man down here in the fifth. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Ball stays up, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Soberanis. Short fly ball into center. That is going to get down. Boston will get a somewhat late break from second, and he will be held at third base. So Soberanis does not bring in Boston, but he is on with a single, and there are runners on the corners here for the Larks with one out in the fifth. Clayton Harp will make his way to the plate now for Hayes. A good opportunity to go on top here in the fifth as Boston stands on third, Soberanis on first. Brooks Asher has a word with Taylor Langston and make his way back to the plate. Harp steps in, and he is ready for the first pitch of the AB from Langston. Here it comes. Ball misses low, and it's 1-0. Langston is set. Here comes the 1-0. That one is high and away, and there are 2 balls and no strikes on the Larks center fielder. Here comes the 2-0 to Clayton Harp. Ground ball to the second baseman Barnes. The flip to the shortstop Pomeroy. Not in time on the return throw. And that fielder's choice for Harp brings in Jacob Boston, and the Larks are in front 2-1 here in the fifth. So Harp gets the job done as he brings in Jacob Boston, and the Larks are on top. Here to the plate comes the designated hitter number 24, Colin Simpson, as Clayton Harp leads from first base. There are 2 down here in the fifth. The first pitch popped up in the infield. That one looks like it's coming back into the stands. And it is caught in the stands here behind home plate. Nice catch by a fan over there. It's 0-1 on Colin Simpson. As Clayton Harp takes his lead from first. Here comes the 0-1 pitch from Langston. He will spin and fire to first base. Harp is back safely. That one misses, and there's a ball and a strike to Colin Simpson. There goes Harp, throws outside, a little high to second, not in time. And that is a stolen base for Clayton Harp, and he advances into scoring position. Here with 2 outs, the pitch to Simpson missed high as well, and it is 2-1 to the Larks DH. Simpson is not a guy you want to fall behind in the count, too. Here comes the 2-1. Popped up in the infield very high. That one is going to stay in play. The catcher, Asher, is over. Cannot make the play. And Simpson receives new life. It's 2-2. So the ball drops harmlessly in foul play, and it is 2-2 to Colin Simpson. Let's see if that will come back to haunt the Batcats. Here's Langston comes set, is ready to deliver the 2-2 to Simpson. Swung on and missed. Simpson is down on strikes, and that is the inning. In the bottom of the fifth for the Larks, they score 1 run on 2 hits, no Great Bend errors, and Hayes leaves 1 man on base. We are through 5 complete here at Larks Park. Larks on top, 2-1. And we are back, top of the 6th inning. Peyton Battenfield back to the mound for the Larks. Leadoff hitter for the Batcats will be the center fielder, number 8, Mateo Zuniga. He is 0 for 2 so far this evening. Takes the first pitch away for a ball, 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Battenfield. Swung on and missed. And the count is even at a ball and a strike. And I guess the first pitch was called a strike as Zuniga is down on 3 pitches. And there is 1 away here in the 6th inning. Coming to the plate for the Batcats, the second baseman, number 7, Peyton Barnes. Barnes doubled and scored back in the 1st inning. The lone run so far tonight for the Batcats. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield. Line drive to Ochoa, who cuts it off in the grass. Throws 1 hop. Not in time. And Barnes is safe at first on a base hit. A nice play by Ochoa to get there, and a good throw, a nice pick by Weiss, but just not quite in time. So Barnes is aboard with 1 out. Corrigan Bartlett will step to the plate for Great Bend to face Battenfield. Here comes the first pitch. That one is in there for strike number 1. Battenfield checks on the runner. Barnes at first base, comes set, delivers the 0-1. That one is low and in the turf. And we are even at a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. Bartlett grounds it foul back behind the Larks dugout. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Ground ball to Ochoa. He will field to his right, make the throw across his body in time at second base to get Barnes. A very nice play by Trey Ochoa to retire the runner at second, and there are 2 down here in the 6th inning as Bartlett reaches on the fielder's choice. So Corrigan Bartlett will stand at first base with 2 outs. The hitter will be the right fielder, number 28, the first baseman, number 21, Hunter Romero. Off one on my lineup card there, as the first pitch is in there for strike number 1. Here comes the 0-1 as Battenfield will spin and fire to first. Bartlett is back safely. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Gangwich will pick back to first. Not in time, as Bartlett is safe back at first, but Romero is down 0-2 in the count. Here comes the 0-2 from Battenfield. Fastball high. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch. Did he go? He did go. That is strike 3 as Romero and the Batcats are down in the 6th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no Larks errors, and they leave 1 man on base. We're through 5.5 here at Larks Park. Larks on top, 2-1. And we are back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Larks as Taylor Langston is back on the bump for the Batcats. Trevor Boone, the right fielder, will lead it off here for the Larks. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. Fly ball, very high and very foul, out of play to the left, and it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1 from Langston. That one nicks Boone on the elbow. And the leadoff man for the Larks is on base here in the 6th. Coming to the plate, the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Trevor Boone leads from first base. Raspberry is ready for the first pitch from Langston, and he will step off and ask for a new baseball as he throws that one completely out. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Raspberry lines it past the shortstop Pomeroy into center field for a base hit. And the first two men of the inning are aboard for the Larks. So a very good start to the sixth inning for the Larks. A hit by pitch followed by a single by Raspberry. And there's runners on first and second. No pitching change yet for the Batcats as they have two men up in the pen. The hitter for the Larks will be the first baseman, Alex Weiss. Alex is 1 for 2. He singled in the fourth. Will step in here with the chance to add to the Larks' one-run lead. As Trevor Boone leads from second base and Raspberry from first. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Weiss will square to bunt. It is foul to the right side, and most of the time you would like to place that bunt down the third baseline if you were trying to move a runner to third, so you force the third baseman to come field. But he looked as if he was trying to put that one down the first baseline. So does 0-1. Langston gets his sign from Asher, is set, and here comes the pitch. Weiss will pull back and take strike number 2, so it is quickly 0-2 on Alex Weiss. Here comes the 0-2 from Langston. Just missed inside. Don't know where that misses, but it is a ball, says home plate umpire Randy Jordan. And there's a ball and 2 strikes to Weiss. Here comes the 1-2 from Langston. Swung on and missed. Alex Weiss strikes out, and there is one down here in the 6th inning. Coming to the plate now for the Larks will be the catcher, number 18, Mikey Gangwish, and I think that is going to do it for Taylor Langston. Meeting at the mound with head coach Roger Ward. And that will not be it for Taylor Langston, as they decide to leave him in to face Gangwish. It's been action in the pen for the Batcats for quite a while now, but they are going to stick with Taylor Langston here to face Gangwish. Boone leads from second base. Raspberry from first. Langston has his sign, is set. Here comes the first pitch to Mikey. Fouled off to the left and out of play. And it is 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. That one is high and away. And it's even at a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1. Gangwish takes that one in the turf. And there are 2 balls and a strike. comes the 2-1. Gangwish drives it deep to right center field. Wilkerson looks up. See ya! A 3-run home run for Mikey Gangwish, and the Larks extend their lead. It is 5-1. So head coach Roger Ward made the wrong decision in leaving Taylor Langston in to face Gangwish, and Mikey makes him pay. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the third baseman, Jacob Boston. Here comes the first pitch from Langston. Curveball misses up, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 to Boston. Soft ground ball to the second baseman Barnes, who is up, throws, picked by the first baseman Romero in time, and Jacob Boston is the second out of the inning. Coming to the plate, the shortstop, number 2, Trey Ochoa. Here comes the first pitch from Taylor Langston. Low, and it's 1-0. So there's a little bit of Larks offense finally making some noise here for the first time in a few games. Here comes the 1-0 to Ochoa, line drive right at the second baseman Barnes. And that is the inning. However, the Larks strike for 3 runs on 2 base hits. No errors from the Batcats, and they leave none on base. We are through 6 complete here at Larks Park. Hayes Larks on top, 5-1. And Peyton Battenfield is back to the mound for the Larks as the hitter Wilkerson grounded the first pitch to Ochoa, who fielded and threw in time across for the first out of the 7th inning. So coming to the plate now with 1 down will be the DH. The DH, number 11, Brennan Fontenot. That one is fair into the corner as Fontenot will round first on his way to second base. That will be a stand-up one-out double for the Batcats DH. Coming to the plate now for Great Bend will be the catcher, number 2, Brooks Asher, as Brennan Fontenot will lead from second base. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield. Popped up to the right. That one will make its way out of play, and it is 0-1. The 0-1 up the middle into center field. Fontenot will be around, and he will be in to score easily. That is an RBI single for Brooks Asher. And the Larks lead is cut to 5-2 here in the 7th. So a double down the line, followed by a single up the middle. And the Batcats manufacture a run. Coming to the plate, the third baseman, number 23, Brandon Bacher. Bacher 2 for 2, a double and a single here so far tonight. Takes the first pitch in there for a strike. Here comes the 0-1, also on the corner, and it is 0-2. Here comes the 0-2, ground ball to Soberanis. He fires to first base, dropped by Weiss, and that is an error on the Larks' first baseman, and Bacher is aboard as Asher moves to second base. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the shortstop, number 3, Dawson Pomeroy. So the Batcats looking to rally here in the 7th and get those runs back. Here comes the first pitch, lined into right field, out of play and foul, and it's 0-1. Oh and 1 count to Dawson Pomeroy. Here comes the pitch from Battenfield. Swung on and missed. And it is quickly 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Pomeroy reaches out and fouls it off the end of his bat to the netting, and we will do it again at 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 once again. Outside and a little high. And there's a ball and 2 strikes to Pomeroy. And Pomeroy will step out and take time. Here comes the 1-2 from Peyton Battenfield. Ground ball foul, and we will do it again at 1-2. Here comes the 1-2, swung on and missed. Dawson Pomeroy is down on strikes, and there are 2 away here in the top of the 7th. That will bring to the plate the top of the Batcats order. Center fielder Mateo Zunica will step in to hit. Here comes the first pitch from, and time is once again called. Here comes the first pitch from Battenfield. A little bit low, and it's 1-0. The pitch is grounded to the third baseman. Boston Fields throws in time, and that is the inning for Great Bend in the top of the 7th. They score 1 run on 2 hits, 1 Larks error, and they leave 2 men on base. We are through 6.5 innings here at Larks Park. Larks on top, 5-2. And we're back here, bottom of the 7th inning. New pitcher for the Batcats will be number 18, Austin Pritchard, a lefty from Santa Ana College. Top of the Larks batting order due up here in the 7th. The leadoff hitter will be the second baseman, number 1, Jonathan Soberanis. Here comes the first pitch from Pritchard, outside for ball number 1. The 1-0 catches the outside corner, and it is 1-1. Pritchard is set. Here comes the 1-1 to Soberanis. Ground ball to the third baseman, Bacher. He fields, steps, and fires across in time. And there's 1 away in the Larks' 7th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the center fielder, number 26, Clayton Harp. First pitch to Harp, misses for ball number 1. The 1-0 is high and tight, and there are 2 balls and no strikes. Comes the 2-0 from the lefty, Pritchard. Flown out to right field very high. The right fielder, Wilkerson, is over to his left. Will make the play, and there are quickly 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the designated hitter, number 24, Colin Simpson. Simpson hitless tonight. He is 0 for 3, very unusual for the big lefty out of Oklahoma State. Simpson will step in on the left side. Here comes the first pitch from Austin Pritchard. Curveball. That one stays a bit up, and it's 1-0. And the 1-0. Popped straight up. That one is going to stay in play. The catcher, Asher, in and out of his glove. And again, Simpson on a ball pop-up in the infield where he should be retired. The ball is dropped by the catcher, and he will live to see another pitch. So the count is 1-1. Here it comes to Simpson. Lined foul past the first baseman. And there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 to Simpson. Swings through a curveball in the dirt, and Colin Simpson is down on strikes for the 3rd time this evening, and that will do it for the 7th. Larks are down in order. We are through 7 complete here at Larks Park. Hayes on top, 5-2. And we're back at Larks Park, top of the 8th inning. Peyton Battenfield back to the mound for the Larks. Leading off for the Batcats, the second baseman, number 7, Peyton Barnes. 2, 3, and 4 due up for Great Bend here in the 8th inning. Here comes the first pitch from Peyton. Strike number 1 on the outside corner. A couple of arms working for the Larks in the bullpen. It looks like can't quite see down there at the moment as Battenfield delivers the 0-1, fouled off straight back, and it's quickly 0-2. I can tell that it's a righty. It looks like Ryan Katulik is the right arm warming up down in the pen. Here comes the 0-2 from Battenfield. Outside, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2. Fly ball center field. Harp is back, is drifting to it all the way to the warning track. He makes the play, and Barnes is out number 1 here in the 8th. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the left fielder, number 14, Corrigan Bartlett. Bartlett grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. Bartlett is also from Barton Community College. 9 players on the roster for Great Bend from Barton County as he grounds one past diving Soberanis, and he is on with a 1-out single here in the 8th inning. Coming to the plate now for Great Bend, the first baseman, number 21, Hunter Romero. Bartlett leads from first. Here comes the first delivery from Battenfield. Ground ball foul towards the Larks dugout. And it's 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right at Ochoa. Ochoa flips to Soberanis. The turn, the throw to first. In time. 6-4-3 double play. And the Batcats are done here in the 8th. No runs on a hit. No Larks errors and nobody left on base after 7.5 innings here in Hayes. Larks on top 5-2. And we're back here at Larks Park, bottom of the 8th inning. Austin Pritchard back to the mound for Great Bend, 4, 5, and 6 to the plate for the Larks, leading off the right fielder, Trevor Boone. As Pritchard comes set, here comes the first pitch of the inning. He was hit by a pitch and scored as he skies that one in the infield. The infield is in. Who is going to take it? Nobody. That drops fair, and it is foul as it hits the turf and rolls back behind the plate. So the Batcats are having some awfully hard times catching pop-ups in the infield tonight as the third one drops. And it will bounce foul, so it is 0-1 on Trevor Boone. So the 0-1 to Boone as he swings through the changeup from Pritchard, and it is 0-2. So for as much trouble as the Batcats have had catching or not catching pop-ups in the infield, it has not hurt them yet. 2 strikeouts, and we will wait and see what happens in this Trevor Boone at bat as he fouls the 0-2 back to the screen. That one misses for Pritchard, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 to Trevor Boone. That one is popped up into right field. Wilkerson is in a couple steps, makes the play, and there is 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the left fielder, number 15, Clayton Raspberry. Clayton is 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of singles, and he scored a run in the 6th. First pitch, grounded, sliding play by Barnes, who is to his knees, throws in time, and there are 2 away in the Larks' 8th. Coming to the plate now for the Larks, the first baseman, number 20, Alex Weiss. Alex 1 for 3 in this one, singled back in the 4th inning. Here comes the first pitch from Pritchard. That fastball misses low, and it's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0 from Austin Pritchard. Ground ball foul off of Weiss's ankle, and there's a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 to Alex Weiss. That fastball misses up. And there are 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed. And the count is even at 2. So will Peyton Battenfield make his way back to the mound to go for the complete game, or will the Larks make the change out in the pen? Here comes the 2-2, fouled off out of play, and we will do it again at 2-2. A few arms are now working in the pen. I see Chad Smith throwing out there. I see Parker Scotty throwing out there. Ryan Katulik throwing out there. There are at least 5 or 6 guys out there. Here comes the 2-2. Popped up. Will the Batcats put this one away to the first baseman, Romero? He makes the play, and the Larks are done in the 8th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on. We are through 8 complete here at Larks Park. Hayes on top, 5-2. And we are back here at Larks Park. Peyton Battenfield will not get the nod to go back out for the complete game. His night is done. He goes 8 innings, gives up 8 hits, 2 runs, no walks, and he strikes out 9. So a very good night on the hill for Peyton Battenfield. The new pitcher for the Larks will be number 33, Parker Scotty. Scotty, a right-hander out of the University of Texas at Arlington, teammates with Larks pitcher Dylan Schneider at UT Arlington. So Scotty will come in to close it out here and hopefully record the save. The Batcats will send their 5, 6, and 7 hitters to the plate in the 9th, leading off the right fielder, number 28, Jordan Wilkerson. First pitch of the inning is on the outside, and it is 0-1. Scotty is set. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball to Boston. He keeps it in front of him. Can't pick it up, and there's no play. That is an error on Jacob Boston, and the leadoff man for the Batcats is aboard here in the 9th. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the designated hitter, number 11, Brennan Fontenot. So not a good start for the Larks defense here in the 9th, as the first pitch from Scotty is outside for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 on the inside corner, and the count is even at a ball and a strike. As Wilkerson leads from first, Scotty is set. Here comes the 1-1 up the middle. That's a base hit, and the first two men of the inning are on here for the Batcats, and the tying run will come to the plate with nobody out in the 9th inning. An error by Jacob Boston and a base hit from Brennan Fontenot, and the Batcats are in business. Coming to the plate now for Great Bend, the catcher, number 10, Brooks Asher. He represents the tying run here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch from Scotty. Curveball misses inside, and it's 1-0. Wonder how long of a leash Scotty will have here, as there is continued action in the Larks bullpen. The lefty closer, Tyler Starks, is warming. Here comes the 1-0, swung on and missed, and there's a ball and a strike. Scotty is set. Here comes the 1-1 to Asher. That one is up and in, and there are 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1. On the outside corner, and there are 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes, excuse me, to Brooks Asher. Looking for an out. Here is Scotty and the Larks defense. Gets his sign from Gangwish, is set. Here comes the 2-2. Ground ball. Scotty will field. He falls down, cannot field. And the bases are loaded with no outs, and the Larks are falling apart here in the 9th inning, as we saw the other night in Derby. So the tying run is aboard now for the Batcats, as 2 errors already in the top of the 9th inning for the Larks, and there's nobody out here, and the bases are loaded. And that will do it for Parker Scotty. A base hit and 2 errors in the 9th. Scotty does not retire a man. The Larks closer, Tyler Starks, will be in and try and shut down the Batcats here in the 9th inning. So Starks enters with the bases full of Batcats and nobody out. We'll be right back here at Larks Park. And we're back here at Larks Park. Tyler Starks comes in quite a mess here for the Larks. Bases loaded, nobody out. Tying run for the Batcats is on first base. Brandon Bacher, the hitter for the Batcats. Starks blows a fastball by him for strike number 1. Tyler was completely untouchable in Derby the other night, striking out 6 of the 7 batters he faced. Here comes the 0-1 pitch outside, and it is 1-1. Bacher is 2 for 3, has reached base all 3 times tonight. Here comes the 1-1 from Starks. Fastball, that one stays up, and there are 2 balls and a strike. Here comes the 2-1. Outside, and there are 3 balls and a strike to Brandon Bacher. Liberal took care of Dodge City tonight 4-2, so Hayes needing this win to keep pace. Already 2 games back in the league in quite a mess here in the 9th. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Bacher. Strike number 2 on the outside corner, and Starks has worked the count full. If you're the Larks, you want nobody else on the mound right now in the situation other than Starks. Here comes the payoff pitch. Fouled off by Bacher as he just gets a piece. He was very late on the swing, but got a piece of it, and he hangs around. And we'll do it again at 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch once again from Starks. Swung on and missed. Bacher is down on strikes, and there's 1 away here in the 9th. Coming to the plate now for the Batcats, the shortstop, number 3, Dawson Pomeroy. Pomeroy is 0 for 3 tonight. He has 2 strikeouts and reached on a fielder's choice back in the 3rd. He steps in on the right-hand side. Bases are loaded for the Cats. 1 down in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch from Starks. Fastball, strike number 1 on the corner. Tyler Starks just pumps fastballs, and they don't get hit. Here comes the 0-1 to Pomeroy. Strike number 2 on a swing and miss from Pomeroy. And Tyler Starks is up 0-2 in the count. Here comes the 0-2 to Pomeroy. Outside, and there's a ball and 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2 from Starks. Fastball misses up, and the count is even at 2-2 to Dawson Pomeroy. Here comes the 2-2. Swing and a miss! Pomeroy is down on strikes, and there are 2 away here in the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Batcats comes to the plate. It is the top of the lineup, the center fielder, Mateo Zunica. He is 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts on the left-handed side. Here comes the first pitch from Starks. Just misses away, and it's 1-0. So Starks comes in and does what he is doing what he does best, and that is striking out the opponent. Here comes the 1-0 from Tyler Starks. Curveball from Starks in there for strike number 1. You don't see the curve very often from Starks, as he likes to work the fastball. 1-1. Here it comes to Zunica. Fouled off in front of the Larks dugout, and the Batcats are down to their last strike. Tyler Starks has struck out 8 of the last 9 hitters he has faced going back to the other night in Derby. So pretty much untouchable. The only guy he did not retire was on a bunt single. Here comes the 1-2 to Zunica. Strike 3 called, and this ball game is over. Tyler Starks comes in and strikes out the side, and the Larks win it 5-2. Another fabulous outing for Tyler Starks, and the Larks win. Tonight's win improves the Larks' record to 18-8 overall, 18-7 in the Jayhawk League, as they keep pace and remain 2 games behind the Liberal BJs. Winning pitcher tonight for the Larks is Peyton Battenfield. Again, 8 innings, 8 hits, 2 runs, and 9 strikeouts. Taylor Langston takes the loss for the Great Bend Batcats. Tyler Starks records the save in a perfect 9th inning appearance. That is his 5th of the summer. Larks are back in action tomorrow night in Great Bend. Start time is 6 p.m. That will be a doubleheader at Al Burns Memorial Field in Great Bend. We will have the coverage for you right here on HayesLarks.org or on the Hayes Larks YouTube channel. So once again, Larks are victorious here tonight on the 4th of July. They win 5-2 over the Batcats of Great Bend. We hope everybody enjoys the rest of their Independence Day and enjoy the fireworks coming up at 10 in Hayes. We will be back with you tomorrow night shortly before 6 o'clock. Have a good evening, good night from Hayes.